Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I am in absolutely monumental spot, not because behind me you see the Cathedral of Christ the Savior and this beautiful painting on the wall. I think this is the same Prince, Kniaz Vladimir or Vladimir, how you say. At the front of me is the statue of him that I showed you many months ago, a year ago. We'll try to step away a little bit more so you can see it. I think he was the one, if I'm not mistaken, who converted Russia into Orthodox Christianity. Over there, of course, you see the Kremlin, and I will do my best, which is actually not so challenging here, to find a good spot and read you the news that I have for you today. To my Russian viewers, I have a question. Please tell me what is in this building. I love this building. I love this kind of architecture a lot. And before we start with the news, since it's Sunday, so happy Sunday everyone. Just for my little effort, please hit like. I will show you the beautiful artwork here. So let's step away. You might feel like you're traveling with me, which is great. Let's see. There is one more. You see, people are touching the hand of baby Jesus. You see gold. This is from touching, and here as well. Very beautiful place, guys. And there is a lot of place I can sit down and read you the news. 3 topics I have for you today, 3 or 4. Well, we will start with the creature of Biden. Then we will go to Maria Zacharova, my favorite lady. Then we will go to Prime Minister of Slovakia, Robert Fico. And then we will talk about China and Belarus. So we have 4 topics, and I will do my best to find the best spot so you have a nice view behind me. I think here will be good. All right, so let's start with Biden. Hope you can, oh, this is good spot. So Biden says, he just gave an interview yesterday. He says that he is the one who shut Putin down. Yes, you heard this correctly. We shouldn't be surprised by now by any statements coming from Biden. I don't know what kind of drugs they put into his system or what kind of clone they put on stage. I don't know. No conspiracy here, just simply questioning things that we are seeing with our own eyes. US President Joe Biden said that he was the one making a stand against Russian leader Vladimir Putin, according to the ABC. This is how he answered a journalist question about whether he would be able to work effectively over the next 4 years. And I think I'm hearing the bells again because we have noon. Unintentional, second Sunday in a row with the bells ringing at noon, which is good. It's cleaning the energy around me from all the demonic attacks from some haters. Everything I do, Biden said, you know, not only am I campaigning, but I am running the world. That's what Biden said. I am running the world. George, I'm the guy that put NATO together, the future. No one thought I could expand it. I am the guy that shut Putin down. That's what Biden said. I think there is more from him. Yes, there is. When asked by the host whether he would like to undergo an independent medical examination, which would include neurological cognitive tests, the US president replied that he takes a cognitive test every day. I don't believe it at all. Actually, let me move a little bit, maybe in the shade. I don't believe this at all, that he does, but I don't believe anything that he says, actually. So, according to Bloomberg, Joe Biden is closing the gap with United States presidential candidate Donald Trump in key states necessary to win the election. Thus, Trump is supported by 47% of Americans, which Biden is supported by 45%. LOL. Despite his defeat at the debate. I mean, guys, are they for real? They really think we're gonna believe this, that he's supported by 45%? Earlier, RBC Ukraine reported that White House is working on organizing a meeting between Joe Biden and Ukrainian president, who's no longer the president, my comment, Volodymyr Zelensky. It might take place in the near future as part of the NATO summit in Washington. But Sikorski said in this interview that he gave, that I read you yesterday, the translation, that Ukraine is not invited. So what is going on, everyone? So we have Biden. I think I will use his incredibly powerful, quotation marks here, words for the title of this video. From TASS, from today, July the 7th, so 7/7 today. The title of the article is US mass media pretended not knowing about Kiev's abuse in Donbass. And here are some words from Maria Zacharova, official spokeswoman of the Russian Foreign Ministry. Maria Zacharova said that all the facts were furnished by the Russian side. Facts about the abuse committed by the Kiev regime and the Donbass were provided by the Russian side, but the US mass media did everything not to see this truth. Official spokeswoman of the Russian Foreign Ministry, Maria Zakharova, told the Izvestia news outlet in response to the request for commenting on the article in the New York Times, informing about the murder of a captured Russian soldier with the reference to a medical worker. Здравствуйте. Да. English. Video. Что? Video about Maria Zakharova talking about the truth to Izvestia. Правду скажите. Это from TASS есть, from сегодня. Добро, хорошо. Okay guys, so this was the real moment. Actually, it's great. I captured part of it on the video. Some of you are probably like freaking out. Did they put me in some prison or something? No, don't you worry. With my broken Russian, I did my best to explain why I am here and what I am doing. And also, there was a gentleman who came and who was translating this in English, so we had a conversation and they let me go, and they said it's no problem to record the videos as long as I don't, you know what, as long as I don't repeat the same stuff what the West is talking about, so the Western lies. All good, you know, this is their job, they have to do it, I understand this. But this was the first time I was actually stopped by someone. And you know, it even talking about what kind of videos I create, sometimes people don't realize that it does take a certain level, well, I don't really feel like this, but I'm aware that it does take a certain level of courage, right? To talk about those things and against all odds. So, let's go back to the, all is well, I just want to say, I'm back, free. So, we had Biden, now Maria Zakharova. I might be repeating this again, but at least you have some excitement for Sunday. So Maria Zakharova was talking about how the Western media covered up the abuse in Donbass, and she said this to Izvestia news outlet in response to the request for commenting on the article in the New York Times, informing about the murder of a captured Russian soldier with the reference to a medical worker and a team of foreign mercenaries. And more from Maria Zakharova. It is ridiculous to watch how US reporters, news outlets, newspapers, television and internet platforms pretend that they allegedly knew nothing about this abuse of Donbass civilians. New Russian regions now from the Kiev regime for 7 years. They pretend they do not know about torturing people, caught by the Ukrainian armed forces, nationalist battalions, and so on. And now you see a German doctor starts opening their eyes, or they start pretending that this is something new for them. This is what Zacharova said in the Telegram channel of the news outlet. Continuing with her words, one should not fall for ploy and not seeing the main thing. All the facts were furnished by the Russian side, by Donbass residents, and reported that communicated this information to the global community at the expense of their lives. Yeah, it's convenient, right, to cover it up. Of course it's convenient. A lot of people don't believe it still, you know, they still don't believe that there was such an abuse taking place. American reporters, Maria Zacharova says, American news outlets and the New York Times is no small degree. They did everything not to see this truth. Yeah, they cover it up. So, like I said, many people, when you have conversations, even when I have conversations now, because I've seen the videos, I've seen the pictures, and I say, you know what happened there before this special military operation started? A lot of people still don't believe it. So we have this. Now we're gonna go, guys, to the Robert Fico, who is back in action, maybe not full in power as far as energy, but he is back at his position as a prime minister. And he said some very cool words. Actually, I just said to these soldiers here, to these officers, what Fico just said. It was, I think, yesterday. He said that he would have loved to join Orbán in Moscow. And this is from the Telegraph. Robert Fico, the Slovakian prime minister, said he would have loved to have joined Hungary's Viktor Orbán on his trip to meet Vladimir Putin if his health had permitted it. In his first speaking appearance after surviving an assassination attempt on May 15th, Mr. Fico said, I want to express my admiration for the Hungarian Prime Minister, Viktor Orbán, for traveling to Kiev and Moscow without hesitating. If my state of health allowed me to go, I would have loved to join him. Great, fantastic, right? I think ultimately he will. I wish there is more people like those two who actually want to take action on finding the solution for peace. And now I have a very interesting topic. I would like to elaborate on this maybe in my next live stream with Andrei Martyanov. Chinese military arrived in Belarus, and purpose of visit. The Chinese military arrived in Belarus today, this is from yesterday, to conduct joint exercises, reports the Ministry of Defense of the Republic of Belarus. According to the Ministry of Defense, Chinese military personnel will take part in a joint anti-terrorism training exercises that will take place from July 9th to 19th. So kind of almost the same time as the NATO summit in Washington, right? The joint training will allegedly allow for the exchange of experience, coordination of Belarusian and Chinese units, and the creation of a foundation for the further development of Belarusian-Chinese relations in the field of joint military training. And there is one more information in this article, that in January, Belarus received 4 military shipments from China. So guys, I will end this video. You see this blue bus over there? That's where I was standing for like the last 15 minutes or something and having conversations with those gentlemen. The last thing is the comment of the day. Very short but very cool comment. Poland, tying your boat to a sinking ship is just plain stupid. Wake up. I don't think Poland will wake up. And when I say Poland, you know exactly what I mean. I don't mean the entire population of Poland as far as this is their decision. However, I agree that if Polish people don't comply with being dragged into this conflict, they will just not go to fight. In the name of what? So with this being said, guys, I wish you a wonderful day. Make sure to hit this like, at least for my little effort in trying to explain myself, what am I doing here. But I'm very happy to be in Moscow and I can continue doing what I'm doing for you guys. Beautiful day today, 27 degrees Celsius. By the way, the gentleman told me that this statue, this man, Kniaz Vladimir, is not the same as this, right here. So, that's all about it. I want to wish you a great day. Make sure to follow me on Instagram. It's ANIA_44. So you will see more of Moscow. And also, if you would like to support my work, you can do it by buying a book that I collaborated on with Scott Ritter, the Scott Ritter interviews, covering Ukraine, the Scott Ritter interviews through the eyes of Ania K. The link is down below this video. It's on pre-order now on Amazon. And actually yesterday it was #1, even though it was pre-order. And of course it fluctuates, so it can be #5, #4, or lower. But this is pretty neat. The book is not even out yet, as far as you can get a copy. When you pre-order now, you will have a copy in August, so next month. And you can order also, if you're in the United States, from Clarity Press. So this is directly from the publisher. With all of this, guys, being said, I will be crossing the street now. PayPal is also down below. What else? Other links that are not working here in Russia you can find under my older videos. And that's it. Lots of love, and remember, we are the leading edge and we are saving humanity. Don't be afraid, be courageous and do the right thing. Bye everyone, see you tomorrow.